Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be trying Oberon Ale from Bell's Brewery out of Comstock, Michigan. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking, reviewing, and enjoying together as friends. I am Ben. There is Jay. Andy is in his attic. Be sure to like and subscribe and cheers that notification bell, as well as check us out on social media. We'd love to have you there. What are we drinking today?
Oberon Ale from Bell's Brewery in Comstock, Michigan. Friends.
Family. Loved ones.
It's an American wheat ale that needs to be opened immediately.
Let's roll.
All right. Enough yakking. So far, no spewage of the beer. So excited about that for sure.
Well, we all bought these independently, so.
Yeah. Have we done a wheat yet? Is this our first wheat?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Cheers, yeah, smells sweetie. Cheers, mates. Yeah, there's a lot of dead air. Get it in the old sniffer there.
We can edit that part out.
I get the fragrance, Andy. The fragrance.
Yeah.
The aroma.
Get up in there.
Oh, so many things.
So this is 5.5%. Or is it 5.8%? 5.8%.
Come on, man.
I can't read my dang writing, man. Yeah, 5.8. 25 IBUs. There was a little discrepancy, but I went to the website and they list as 25 IBUs. Untapped has it as 10. So it's a wheat beer. This the American Pale Wheat, which is our version of the American version of a Hefeweizen. It's got a little higher carbonation than other type of beers. Usually based on the type of yeast, it kind of gives it like a light banana flavor that you see in a lot of wheat beers and Hefes.
I don't really get the banana out of this one.
No.
Maybe that's the American version, not the true Hefe.
Yeah.
American wheat. But I definitely taste something a little towards the fruit range. Some type of little tang to it.
I'd say there's a hint of it there, of that there, but not that overpowering banana or fruit taste that you would get from other wheat beers.
Tastes even lighter than 5.8. It tastes like more like a session almost.
Yeah,
that feel, but definitely carbonated because I'm already feeling burpy.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the bubbles, and they are ever flowing. So probably can't see that, but yeah.
So Bell's is established in 1985. Originally out of Kalamazoo as a like a beer homebrew supply shop, and then they moved it to Comstock, Michigan. And this is, as you said, Jay, earlier, they're one of their flagship. It's their summer ale available through March through September. And I guess one of their other flagship style ales is the Lager of the Lakes. That's another popular. Yeah. And then their main IPA is the Two Hearted. But
yeah,
the Lager of the Lakes and the Oberon are the biggest ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one of the ones that helped them get on the map. Yeah, and got the big distribution. So, and you love their can art. I mean, I love the little sound. That's always been cool.
Yeah, usually a brewery like that, the beers that you're going to get the most widely consumed is going to be a lager or an ale, and the IPA wouldn't be one of their top ones because that's a certain area of people, not the masses to do an IPA.
I don't know. That
Yeah.
seems to be a trend, though. You see more and more of that these days. That some of these are distributing the IPAs versus the lagers and the pilsners and the pale ales.
I'm talking about like their flagship, their highest volume of consumption, like Mr. like this guy. On my screen, he's right down here. I don't know where he is on y'all screens.
Who are you pointing to?
You.
Oh. Well, I thought you were trying to say that there's a certain type of individual who drinks IPAs who, we don't really care. I thought you were talking more about
I'm saying that, usually flagships for a brewery with a lot of beers like that, it's going to be an ale or a lager, as their most popular or highest selling beer.
Yeah, because it's easy drinking and it covers the masses. I mean, you've got people of all different tastes, and frankly, IPAs are more of an acquired taste for folks over time. A lot of craft beers are.
Yeah.
So,
man, it's good. I should be drinking more wheat beers.
Yeah, I think this one kind of hits on a mark that we've talked about before, where if you aren't really into craft beers, to me, this is one that's easy to drink. It's a craft, but it's not too far one way or the other. Kind of like you basically alluded to there, being an ale and being even a wheat beer, that it's very easy drinking, very light, much lighter than the 5.8 that it comes in at from an ABV standpoint. So
it's a gateway to craft.
Exactly. Gateway beer.
Gateway to craft.
Is it technically not craft?
No, I mean it is a gateway to craft. That's what I'm saying. It's
this gets you into the craft. Yeah,
gets you into the craft.
I was like, sorry, I had a senior moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go around the horn and rate this. I'll go first since I'm always making you guys go first. I like it. I think it's definitely light. It's crushable. It's, again, it 5.8. It even seems a bit lighter than that, as we've mentioned here multiple times now. I think I could, definitely, this is definitely a beer you would pick up and take with you if you're going to just be outside for a while. Going, we've mentioned some of these before, some pool beers, lake beers. This is the kind of thing you could pick up, throw in the cooler, and have a good day, drinking for whatever activity you're doing outside. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. I think it's really good.
Wow. All right, I can jump in. So I agree with your assessment, Ben. I think it's a great summertime beer. I see why they make it for summertime. And in Michigan, cold most of the time of the year and hot, so they can enjoy this and go out on the lake up there. I'm not a huge fan of wheat ales though. So I don't know what it is over the time period. I used to love Blue Moon and a lot of those, and was heavy into wheat beers. I guess as my tastes have kind of changed over time, I'm like you, I guess I migrated over to the IPA side of the house. So it's a great offering by Bell's and easy drinking. But like I said, I'm not huge into wheat, so I'll go with the 6.5.
It has been a while since I've had an Oberon ale. It's been over 5 years. And since when I look back on my logs, but man, I like it. I wish, it's one of those things. It's like you look through the beer store and you're like, what haven't I not tried? And so you just keep looking over. Yeah, I like that, but that's looking kind of sexy over there. Let me try this beer. It's got good at can art, So, but I need to drink it more often. I'm glad I got the 6-pack for this to try, so I get more of them. I'm going with a 7.5. It's got that easy drinking flavor to it. Doesn't taste heavy, so I know I can have a couple. It's going to give me a little burps here and there, so and drink it in select company. But 7.5 for me. Good job, Oberon Ale.
Yeah, and I think Andy, you mentioned going to the beer store and you're looking over what's there. We fall in that aspect of being in the state that we're in, where if you don't pick up something you haven't seen, it's likely not going to be there the next time.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to decide, okay, do I try something new or do I pick up something I've had? It's a very difficult decision if there are things there that you haven't had. So you have to grab them when you see them, and a lot of times that does mean that something like an Oberon, kind of falls to the wayside, and you go several years without having it because you've already had it and tried it. And for the three of us, I think that's really what we enjoy most about drinking craft beer is just trying something new. Trying something we haven't had, and really diving into how it's different from things that we've had and that we like and things that we don't like, and really just trying to find kind of that next thing that we really, really like is always really my goal when trying new things. So that I think that obviously is why you would pass over this at times, and why I have as well.
Yeah, there's a few beer stores, and I'll pitch in on some of this too, and pile on, that I really like. There's one or two in my local area where they basically sell most everything by the individual can, and so you can go in and you could buy a 6-pack of this. But if you just wanted one, and you can go in and try, a dozen new beers, and I love the fact that they do that because you're not committed. Now you can come back and buy a 6-pack if that's something you love, but it opens up the of everything that you can try. I really like that, and it gives me the opportunity. There's some that we've swapped messages on or things, and I'll go back and I'll get that 6-pack or that 4-pack because it's really that good, and I'll drink those until they go out of season. And there's a lot of those that are seasonal types, including this one.
All right, that gives us a 7.2 for the Oberon Ale from Bell's Brewery out of Comstock, Michigan. Definitely appreciate you guys checking out this video. Appreciate you checking us out on social media, and also liking, subscribing, and cheersing that notification bell. I'll get it all out there at some point. And for Andy in the attic and Jay, anything else you guys want to say? Didn't think so. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.